Good afternoon, Canada. Alex Monahan here. Foundations Party ineligible. Today's date is October 19th, 2017. And I just wanted to talk about a book I was reading. It's called Designing Democratic Governments, Making Institutions Work. When I bought this book, I thought it was about government systems and what one needs to consider when designing a government from the ground up. Do you need human resources? Do you need customer service? Do you need ways of passing laws and all those sorts of things, and ways of going about considering those going on how to consider and creating those things. But it's actually about voting systems, which is actually a very interesting topic because it is actually very relevant in our country right now, especially in our last federal election in 2015. Justin Trudeau said that he wanted to change our first past the post system, and I had my own thoughts on it. He never really said what he wanted to do, but his suggestion was okay, but his way of attacking the situation, I guess, or dealing with it failed spectacularly. And we still currently have our current first past the post system. So yeah, it's a very interesting book. I hope I am understanding what it's saying. There's a lot of charts in it and information because it's a collection of essays. And I don't generally look at the charts because I'm not quite sure how to read them. But from what it's been saying, it's been very interesting. Because my thought on an election system for Canada, even if on the federal level, but then again, I live in Saskatchewan, so I was thinking my province might be a good place to start testing something like this, is to use a ranked ballot, in a representational sort of system, as my thought would work really well, because the ranked ballot would give us an opportunity to figure out who the most preferred candidate is to be the representative and the face of the country or the province. And then after that, we can distribute everybody's first choice in vote to representing seats in the provincial legislature or the House of Commons. And I think that would work really well to get a better opinion of what the public might actually want, especially since with the first past the post system, a large majority goes unheard, because you only need like 45% of the population to actually get in and become the prime minister or the premier, or however the lines work, because that's what I've been hearing. And yeah, I just thought I'd make a video on that and kind of talk about it. And I'm very interested to hear what everybody else thinks and what we should do for a voting system, because the book I've been reading has been talking about how to mobilize institutions to target certain groups of people. How do you deal with people that don't care? How do you represent minorities, if at all? Then it's talking about like racial differences and people's voting habits. And it's been a very interesting read, but not quite what I was expecting to get. So it's definitely a book I suggest everybody kind of pick up and look at, and let me know what you think, and let me know what you got from it. But so far, from what I've been reading, and I'm on halfway through chapter 7 out of the 11 that's in the book. And I think it's been mainly agreeing that some sort of representation is better, would encourage more people to vote. It's just not going to hear the people that don't care. about what's going on, which is kind of its own problem. And yeah, I'm still reading and learning and kind of moving myself forward on some of these things. It's just I'm not completely sure how we should organize such a representational and kind of ranked ballot sort of system. But then again, one of the things that I was thinking that Trudeau was getting wrong is that he was going to force everybody to fill out every square on the ballot, but I'm not sure if that's necessary. We should just let people rank as many people as they want to rank, and if they don't like somebody, then they shouldn't even be expected to give that person an opinion. Because there's a lot of things I'm sure we could do with it, because we could always take lots of different aspects of other voting systems and add it in, like the names of them are definitely eluding me at the moment, but I think it is another one, private member and private member voting, where everybody kind of gets 2 votes and you can distribute them however you want. Because that could even work well, where you could rank the candidates, and then even rank the parties, because you may like the candidate but you may not like the party itself. And in a way, giving people more options to express themselves is good, but then again, overcomplicating everything too is also bad. But yeah, that's just my thoughts, and thought I'd just leave it with a short and sweet one today, and maybe I'll try putting out a weekly video from now on, because I moved again and I'm in a more comfortable place, and I can definitely speak without arguably bothering anybody else, and then there should be less noise in the background as well. So thank you for watching, and stay frosty.